3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentle orcs. Hope you're there. I'm not, but I should be. Hope you're there. I'm not. Apparently we are online.
Alright.
Apparently we are online.
All
And
right.
I can hear myself, so that's no good. Which page is giving me? That page is giving me, and ooh, probably that one.
I can't trust.
Yep. Okay, so now I cannot hear myself, which is an excellent news because I hate that guy's voice. I mean, seriously, have you heard him? What a douche.
Alright,
But
let's
good
go
news
down
is-
the line and do a mic test.
Good news is I have a cat. Bad news is he's gonna be killing my camera. That camera over there. I should actually reposition the screen over there so I'm more looking that way. Yeah, that sounds good. That means I gotta move every other window elsewhere. Like that window right over there. That window. No, that window can stay. That window needs to go.
Shall we run through the mic check while we are being repositioned on the screen?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So,
So I'm dead or very close.
I had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Landers suggests he's innocent of all crimes.
Alright, Whimsy, your volume can go up just a little bit, just to match everybody
Just a-
else's.
I will just try and project
good.
my voice from the diaphragm. There we
Yeah.
go.
unfortunately,
Greetings,
Zoom,
audience. This is the ASMR stream, where we sit here and crinkle paper and listen to me slurp my hot lemonade because I'm.
Alright, Whim, you're
coffee.
good, you're good. Next person, Zim.
What? I've been talking this entire time.
Alright, that's good, I suppose.
So, got
The
some.
mic is right here.
Right, so, anyways, it's about a minute to start, so I suppose I'll start with the pre-game announcement. So, a couple of things. You all have received a barrage of questionnaires. I mean, these 4 people here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I decided to go ahead and, due to our gracious support from our patrons, have hired an artist to make custom art for all the 4 major characters in the play.
Right. Thank you, sir.
And this is obviously Miana Vesa, Freja, and all the other important actors. None of these guys.
Oh, yeah. We're just bit stars. We're just enable the true stars of the Draculaland to do their
Exactly.
jobs.
There's a guest stars.
And obviously Furora needs its own art.
Yeah.
Secondly, I've been in discussions with an old buddy of mine. He has a band, and I was just mentioned like, hey, what about making music for us? And he was like, maybe we'll talk.
Cool.
I did ask Carlos to make that. How's that process with you?
I was in Mexico, that did not help out since I had no recording gear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no worries.
I'm working on stuff at the moment with an acoustic
Okay,
guitar.
so you don't mind if I hire someone else to do it?
That would be a load off my mind.
Fair enough. So I'll take the load off your mind and use dollar signs to do it for you. Your job has now been outsourced to Canada.
Damn it. Damn foreigners always taking our jobs.
Build a wall to the north for the Canadians.
And then build a wall to the west and the east also.
I feel like we're America's so close to being Con Air really, really quickly.
Aren't you lucky to be in Europe at the moment?
Deutschland. Yeah.
Deutschland über alle.
That's not sung anymore.
Yes, it is. I hear it on the radio every week.
Well, that
Isn't
song.
that the Dead Kennedy? It's the Dead Kennedys, right?
Well,
Du
the
Hast?
Germans sing the third verse now, not the first two.
Well, either way, right, it's about time, so let's get rid of that Panda mode tag altogether, considering it's no longer pre-game or post-game Panda. It's just going to be the start of the game pretty soon now. Do believe it has been 2 weeks since we last saw each other, and during that time, nothing of major has happened in the game for some odd reason.
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
Oh, that reminds me, another thing. Apparently, there was a mistake in downloading episode 19, and thus episode 19 will not be featured on the YouTube stream, YouTube collection. This is an unfortunate side effect, and to the delight of many of our players, it will not be in public distribution for some odd reason.
Yeah, technical issues, yes.
It's one of those special episodes that you just had to be there to see it.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, this
Froggy
is-
has downloaded it, so Frogscanner can be proud to own a relic of the history that no one else will have.
Yep, like
Oh,
happened to
man.
Like the Star
19.
Wars Christmas episode, but
Exactly. That's what it is. This is our Star Wars Christmas episode.
Yeah. It's like that mystery video is like, have you seen it? No. Like, you had to be there. It was like 10 years ago. It's crazy.
Yes, all of you who were there in the
hilarious.
period of 2 weeks that the video was available, you people are the lucky ones who got to see it. It will be forever etched in your minds as a reminder of how bad we can actually go.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Solo. Where is episode
Alright,
19? Indeed.
treasure and dodgy military alliances and extortion. That's what I like in my games.
Oh, man.
Right. Okay, so let's get to the matter at hand. I do believe we had ourselves at a bit of a siege. However, unlike in most games, the sieging participants are the players. And the NPCs are the ones being sieged. More to the line, our players are holding a bunch of the Centauri military as hostage in exchange for loot. Or so it seems. Also, they apparently want some Rifa guy to die. Yeah, well, that's all fine and good. I do believe you were in air with Ferraro and with one Centauri class fighter. And the negotiations were led into the position where you agreed upon the delivery of the relics to be delivered to your doorsteps in exchange for letting them live. Or so they believe. And we will skip to the part where the first delivery is being made, since the ultimatum has arrived. A single Centauri soldier pushing up a floating cart outside of the ruins, clearly warily pushing it forward, being aimed at by a fighter and by a shuttle. However, how is he going to deliver his goods? I mean,
We have, I'm going to say, we have an external loudspeaker on the Ferraro.
yeah, I
Oh,
assume
we're
so.
still on the ground too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on the ground anyways.
This is Captain Zadora of the Ferraro speaking.
Oh,
You're
What's
gonna have
your
to,
real name?
gonna have to wheel. Gonna have to, you're gonna have to wheel it, wheel the promised treasure to the ship, and then there'll be another 5 or 6 loads. So
As
get to it.
as I'm standing by Malone, like kind of listening in the Ferraro, dusting myself off because I was in an explosion. I'm like,
I am just like going, I can't believe he just did that?
Like, did he just say his name?
Fuck! I just announced myself. Oh shit!
She
Oh my god! I hadn't even realized.
We're going to have to
Sorry,
kill
guys.
everyone now, aren't we?
I was gonna do that, but still.
It's
You've never
9:30 in
made
the
an
morning here,
assist.
guys. I finished work at 2 this morning, so cut me some slack, okay?
Can we do take 2 of this? Let's just cut to take 2.
Let's just
No,
make-
too late.
let's
Too
make-
late.
let's
It's
Cut
done.
to take 2.
Done.
Re-edit that shit.
No, I just got this image. He's just going on the loudspeaker. Oh shit! I just said my name, didn't I?
No, it
This
already
is
happened.
Captain Black. This is Captain Blackbeard of the ship.
This is Captain
Drake.
Blackadder. Well, anyway,
Okay,
you
I
said that. You
missed-
realize
you
your
missed
mistake 5 seconds into the into the speech, but the name is out, and the loot is being carried towards the ship. The soldier pushing it in,
Yeah, just leave it right there. Leave
and
it right there.
he lifts his arms and doubles back, and begins to jostle away from the ship towards the safety of the ruin of the mountain cave.
So what do we got in this box? Or did he just bring us empty
Yeah,
boxes?
the card is laying on the open next to the ship, not fully inside it.
I'm just gonna go over my loudspeaker and I'm just gonna go, Malone, check it for traps.
Now he's
Yeah, no
giving out
worries.
names.
I got you, Landis.
Like a cross between the usual suspects and Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I'm just rolling with this fool's.
Derek just like
Good.
palms his hand like, oh
It's
god.
just too good. All right.
Like every prior intelligence bone in his body is now like cringing in pain.
I just don't say myself. I can't believe this.
All right. So I check. A looks pretty good so far. I don't have to roll for anything, do I?
Well, do you want to roll?
I don't want to roll. Let's move on.
Is it actually strapped though?
Well, you open up the first box, and within you see the glimmering shinies of the treasure as promised. There's like
all
a
good.
whole 20 boxes worth of it.
It's all good. We'll check it for trackers once we're up in the air.
Everyone, actually, do roll me some sort of perception skill.
All right. Fuck's
I'm in a fighter. I'm not sure how my fighter's going to do a perception skill for this.
Well, yours is going to be a hard one.
So what would that be?
Would that be a recon or no? That's not a recon.
Well, you're being close to it, so I would say your... What would be Trap's spotting skill in this game? Probably deception? Or recon. Recon always works.
I can do deception.
Yeah, let me just do
With
recon
intellect?
because I have that loaded.
Using intellect.
Could it be a potential sensor scan from my from the fighter?
Is it a deception intellect there?
Yeah, sure. You can use the sensor on the fighter, no problem.
Man, I'm back. Rolling ones. Yeah.
It's good that you're
As it should
consistent,
be.
mate.
Yeah, Malone checks checks the few boxes there, like couple of random boxes, like okay, treasure. They seem to be valid. Turner is like,
guessing
okay,
he's-
this guy is definitely scared of you and wants to get away. That's given since you have all the big guns. And did you roll that census check?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Would that come under electronics for myself?
Yeah, electronic sensors, yes.
I'll just do it. I'll be an intellect roll.
They are not the best sensors, but they are quite good compared to the Ferraros.
Yeah. I'm doing a quick scan over what's there, but I then want to try and do a center sweep of the actual cave, the cave system if I can.
So, what is it that you want to scan?
I'm basically trying to pick up if they're trying to like activate anything that would suggest anything kind of heavy, you know, or anything that might that'll ping off my, you know, like the IFF, you know, anything that might suggest any sort of tech that might be like a, you know, like a portable missile system. I just don't want them to come out next. Oh, here's a stinger, bang, you know.
Right.
Weapons, basically.
Okay. So, Malone, you roll me 4d6, and Landis, you do detect some sort of radio transmission coming from the cave. With your check. You are uncertain. However, Malone, congratulations. You have 2 rounds of action before something dreadful is about to happen.
Nice. Alright.
That is 2 rounds worth of actions. That is 3 minor actions per round, or 1 major action and 1 minor action per round. You realize something is off. Your mind muffled, trying to scream through you, saying it's not okay.
Hold up. Something's wrong.
1 minor action.
Get your shit ready to go. I'm gonna start aiming at the front. And front of where they're at. That's my minor action, is just to take aim.
Okay. You take aim towards the front, and as you do zoom with your scope towards the doorway, you take your second minor action in this round, and you do notice that there is somebody peeking from there, but it's not holding a gun. It's holding something small. Something that fits the palm of his hand.
Nice. I know. Shit! Bomb! Move! Die for cover, possibly, if that's what it is. My mind is literally just jumping at the first thing. My heads-up display registers something small in his hand, and that's it.
Yep.
Mechanically speaking, since I said I was by Malone, am I about to get like blown up?
Yeah, you hear Malone screaming there. You turn to look, and there's 1 action to take.
If I can, I'd love to dive him on cover and just cover him up with my armor.
Yep, you bounce over Derek. That's your 1 major action, leaving you 1 minor action to go before, or 2 minor actions to go before something happens.
I'm good.
I can't breathe.
Nothing.
I can't breathe.
Well, next part is that your loot goes. And Cat is sleeping on my dice. So, would someone kindly roll me 66, please?
How much?
66.
On it.
Okay.
On it. Come on.
Side note, I must be a better actor than I thought, because my wife thought I was actually dying in there.
That's good that she cares, man.
So, first of all, Malone,
Yes.
you take that 27 damage,
On it.
and that's AP 10.
Ooh.
What?
10 points of your armor is ignored.
Yeah.
That's
That
a
sounds good to
Centauri grade mining explosives you're talking about.
Alright. This is the end of Malone.
I guess it's good the doctor's like pinned underneath you.
Additionally, this thing goes wide. It's wide enough to affect the Ferrero itself.
Oh god.
Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, here it is. So we're gonna have to see what damage it does to the poor baby.
Am I okay?
Because the
I took
baby
all
is
of the
going to
brunt.
take critical hits.
Most of the brunt. We'll see how this goes. Gotta do some math here.
So let's see where the poor baby goes on the scale of boom.
I feel like Rooster wants to kill you. What did you do?
It's like Worcester.
I don't know.
It's like you like
Did we make him angry?
yeah. What would
You
done
made,
to
you made a lot of dumb.
Let's
These
sacrifice.
people
It's
know
like-
you're
it's like-
trying to kill them.
Blood sacrifices to appease them.
So, here is the stats for Ferraro and yeah, Ferraro has not that many hull points, I believe.
Yeah, my main issue was with last episode. It was just going so good. I was going, something's going to go tits up.
Ugh.
I wasn't thinking it was going to be me that made it go tits up. There.
I figured it was all going downhill when me and you said Commodore Reefer. I'm like, oh, we're spot.
Ugh.
Just for the record, I'm only allowed to take off from strength, dexterity, and endurance, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That hurt tremendously.
Yeah.
I'm probably close to unconscious.
Can I?
So
like,
you
push
have
him
to
off of-
choose one stat that goes down first, then the second stat that goes down second, and if that goes to 0, you're unconscious.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, obviously endurance down 13, dexterity down 5,
So you're unconscious.
and then not all the way, and then strength that's down 7. Then
So is your dexterity down to 0?
it is at the moment. Yeah.
So you're unconscious.
Okay.
And you've taken damage to 3 stats, which means you are majorly damaged. You
Can I flip-
require major surgery to recover from this.
It's a good thing we've got a doctor.
I mean, hopefully, I might be dying right
So-
now.
'Cause that was 27, and I don't get. I mean, only one of it got blocked because it was all armor piercing, right?
Well, most of it, yeah.
Armor is 11, so
Oh
it
god.
basically blocked one of that damage. Got hit for 26. I'm a roast. My back is completely burnt up, fired, and I'm completely unconscious on top of you. Heavy ass thing with lots of armor on top.
Okay, so who wants to roll what happens to the Ferraro for taking the 2 points of damage?
Oh god.
Oh,
Can we actually bring Frodo into this? Just if anything happens to Frodo, we can just blame him for it.
So, unfortunately, I don't believe Ferraro is in the chat at the moment, is he?
No, I was just saying that it would be just
Actually-
nice if he was in. We can bring him in, have him roll.
Nope.
Anything happens.
So, who of you is on the ship? Whimsy is on the ship, so Whimsy do it. Whimsy is going to do it. So, roll me 2d6, please. Nine. Cargo hold is destroyed.
oh
It's 10% of the cargo, but since your ship only has 5 tons worth of cargo space, I'm going to say that all goes belly up.
Okay,
All
I
of
just
the
wanna say,
loot you had is scattered inside the ship. Most of it is broken, and you didn't have a lot of it to begin with. You were like half full, so yeah, half of the loot is destroyed. The other half is spread around the ship, making it into a shrapnel that is wounding the crew inside, including Whimsy. I'm going to give you 2d6 points of damage. So
now, is that everybody in the ship?
everybody in the ship, 2d6 points of damage, please. Just roll once and we'll apply it to
just
everyone.
roll 2d6 and apply it.
Sorry?
you just want me to roll 2d6 and then apply it, or do you?
Yeah,
you
that's
roll one before-
that's 8 points of damage. It is not armor piercing, so
Okay. I have. What armor do I have?
the value of your loot just went down, and your ship. Well, luckily it's the cargo bay, so cargo. So most of your ship functions are okay.
Okay. So,
Your ship
Yes.
has taken 2 points of damage. It's down for the count, and apparently the explosion is the key for the soldiers to dash out and start dishing out some damage.
even with the fighter sitting there staring at him.
Yep.
That's
One of their first weapons is, of course, a shoulder-mounted anti-aircraft gun. It's not as good as the Samsite, but it's something reasonable.
I would
So,
assume.
roll me initiative, people.
I can't help.
You are out for the count. Obviously, when the shit hits the fan, the soldier goes down the first.
I did my job. I saved somebody. That's all that matters. It's a good death.
It looks like I was a wee bit shocked by what's happened. There.
Yes, initiative of 4.
Yeah. I'm just going, wait, radio. Could it be? And it's boom, I'm like, I'm literally fearing the Cepheid off as that's going on to make sure the Cepheid doesn't take damage. That's why my gun's not trained while I'm not ready for them.
So just a question,
Mm.
because I'm just reading the first aid portions of medical treatment. It just says that a traveler who still has, he still has 3 damage characteristics after first aid has been applied, requires surgery.
Yeah,
So if I
you
do
can
first
still
aid
apply
check-
first aid for him.
So I do further check, and it magically fills up one of his 3 stats. He won't require surgery.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Also, yeah, you did receive some damage. I'm going
How much
to I'm going to halve the damage done to you and remove half of the AP because of the
Oh,
bulky
God.
body on top of you.
I mean, it's still, I'm wearing cloth armor because, somebody was like, you don't need this. You don't need this
No,
armor.
no. We gave you the. We gave
Oh
you
no, we
rotated
gave you the
armors
bulky
around.
stuff.
You gave me the what armor?
We rotated armors around. Zemi got the. Whimsy got the other one exactly like mine, and you
Yep.
got Whimsy's old, which is a +8, I think, or
Yes, that sounds
Yeah, something like that. It's like
yeah.
I mean, I don't remember that to happen. I remember you saying,
We
give this to Whimsy, but I don't remember actually taking his armor.
yeah. That was the thing because we absolutely needed you to have armored up before you got in here.
Oh, we were not letting you go in.
That was
Yeah,
from
just-
last episode. If we rewatch it, you'll.
Okay. So.
I think that's why you were quite confident in running up to Sam's side.
No. I was confident because it was off, or was shooting at you. That's the only reason I was confident.
With no body armor, you're insane, sir.
Yeah, well, we had you at a +8 on the armor. You had Whimsy's old armor.
Mm,
I must say, when I opened this at random from a page, it opened up directly to the critical hits page on spacecrafts. I didn't realize it earlier, but that happened. Like, I just opened it from a random page.
so what's the damage?
The damage is, let's see, it was the 66, so 27 halved, so 13 and AP 5.
That's nasty.
You said 13 and what?
Armor piercing 5.
Yeah, so you're gonna you only get 3 defense. So you're gonna take 10 damage.
And do I take the other 8 also, or just the 10?
No, you're just gonna take 10. You're gonna take 10 because your armor of 8 goes down to 3 because of the AP.
Yeah, you don't take the 8 that the people inside the ship took, because that was the shrapnel effect of the loot. And that was inside the ship. You only take the major explosion.
Hey, I have an artifact stuck in my butt now.
Yep. Literally.
That's
my
what
shiny
happens.
little ass.
Gotta have that glass, yes.
Could you imagine? Could you just imagine? You get your butt fired at like 250,000 credits. It becomes a masterpiece.
So, Zimmy, where do you want your damage? Endurance?
I put it in endurance.
Yep. You can tank that. Tank it,
So-
boy. Right, okay. Everyone done with initiative? Yep. That's all 3 of you. Oh, I need to roll initiative for the NPC crew. And they... Okay, so the initiative order is... Whimsy, Centauri, crew. And then... the rest of the players. Okay,
Damn.
so Captain, what are your orders?
Tempted as I am to abandon you all to your fate, Captain's just going to kneel down on the boarding ramp and just open up on the bloke with the shorter-mounted weapon. Just try to nail him.
Right, so let's open up the battle map for effect, so I have something to rely on. Woohoo! We can see the map, so... Let's zoom out a bit. That's close enough. Right.
So, remind me, if I was to shoot at full auto, I would roll at -1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait. What's that? No, I don't think there's a negative with full auto.
Okay.
You just shoot 3 times.
Yeah, you just don't get. I think it's just if you're
You
shooting
can't
at full,
aim.
You can't aim. That's it.
There's my main window. There we go. And let's just move these troopers out in the view that have come out. Ha. Yeah, and the rest of them are doing something else and not joining the battle. These ones outside are the ones in view.
Well, just, we don't apply the +1 modifier from the battle suit if we are not aiming, correct?
I think how I've been playing it, it acts as a scope.
Yeah. The one with the special symbol is the one that has the big gun. And yeah, I don't think you get a scope with full auto. Even if the
Okay.
rules say you should, I'm not giving
You
it
should
because
Champion, let's just what's been rolled is what has happened. I don't think there's any hits there.
I need to actually double check, and no, not a single hit there. It's all goes wild. Next in the order of things is apparently the Centauri crew, who open up fire. Let's start with the most interesting one. Would land escorters roll me 2d6 to see how well he gets hit?
Can I do any sort of like dodge or evasive action in the fighter?
Not at this moment. Not since you lost the initiative.
Okay, fair enough. 10,
Okay, so
4, and 6.
you did get hit. Roll me 1d6, please.
Five.
Ouch.
That's not what I want.
Let's
Isn't that
see.
armor or weapons or something?
You luckily have armor to go with it, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But the damage dealt to your ship is 50
What page is
points.
that again?
What?
What page is that again? Just for me to be using the book.
Oh, don't you mind? I'm using the book mainly as a reference because these are special Centauri weaponry.
Fair enough.
And that's a big motherfucking gun, and it shoots a great big blue bolt of energy that hits the ship squarely. The extra hit doesn't do any difference because the damage is 1 double D, which while usually means big knockers, and this time it also means big knocker because it does the 50 points of damage with the one die. And thanks to your armor, you only take 20, which is most of your ship.
Jeez.
That means you are getting
Hi, kitty.
a few critical hits. Roll me 2d6 like 7 times, please.
What? Damn.
2d6 7 times, please.
1, 7,
So we roll 14d6.
7, 8. Whether that's 3. 7, 4. What
You
the heck?
can roll them all together, man. So just
I know.
it'll
This is
cluster.
much more fun. This creates tension.
3. 2 more rows, isn't it? Yep. 4. 8.
So that's 7 is hull, so 3 times hull means you take 1d6, 2d6 and 3d6 extra damage.
I don't think I've got a fighter anymore.
No, you don't. I'm pretty sure we can rule that out, and you're blown off the sky. So you are out of the count for this battle. We will get back to what happens to you afterwards, shall we?
Yeah.
And this Cortez gets us killed. Is this
Yes.
what he dreamed? Is this what he dreamed?
I know, I was still alive somehow.
I'm not saying anything
Damn it.
about you being alive,
This
though.
is how we seek into season 2, and we were just the introduction protagonists. We get on
Yeah.
to real people. Yeah.
This is still my second character already, though.
It's a very convoluted show that we're creating here.
You see, this is Game of Thrones, or what would have happened with Game of Thrones if they'd never followed the original characters? You got introduced to the peasants, peasants die off first, then you introduce you to the main characters.
Yes, so what the rest of you see is the great big bolt of essentially lightning strike the Centauri fighter craft. It simply tears through the ship and goes boom.
I don't see shit. I've been absconded by some dude on top of me.
You used to have a fighter. You don't have one anymore.
Okay. So, push them off already? Okay.
Next
Oh, this is
on the list of things, I do believe, is the 4 troopers with guns. They have one target. That target is Captain Zenora. Can somebody please roll me 4 times 2d6?
Can I do that? Am I allowed to do
Yeah.
that?
do
Yes,
it.
yes, you have the privilege of doing that.
Go ahead.
So two sets of 46?
4 times 2d6 actually.
Okay, right.
You can do it as you please. So that's
So
6,
six,
and
eight,
8,
and
and
5.
8 and a 5. That's 2 hits on you. Do you wish to dive for cover?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the 2 actually miss. So you don't get any hits. And then it is the rest of the party, which is Blandis Cortez, of the Count, and there's Dr. Turner. Dr. Turner, you are underneath a bulky marine, and there's booms going around you. Your ears are quite singing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Kind of rub my head on. Wow. Okay, we're probably gonna die. Like, lift Malone off my party, and I was like, well, I take the instrument he said is in his butt and pull it out because that's not safe. And then push him over. And then first aid on him.
You sure you want to do that? You have a minute before you have to apply the first aid. And there's people shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, he is bigger.
Don't
than
worry
me.
about me for right now. Worry about, take out
Where
the
am I?
target first.
Shut up! You're dead!
You're dead.
Practically dead.
You're unconscious.
No advice to the players with your military tactics. Or tic-tacs.
Unfortunately, Dr. First, he would administer medical aid. He would try to administer medical aid to Malone because that's the first injured person in front of him, and he would try to pull him out. I would try to pull him out of the way and then administer first aid.
Okay, pull him out of the way. That's good. So you get out from underneath him. That's one minor action.
Mhm.
What next? You pull him the where?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull him further into the ship. I mean,
Yeah, into the ship. Okay.
are we like, where are we located? Like, where are we?
You were outside
outside?
checking the
Okay.
containers for loot and...
Okay, so then I would pull him probably to the opposite end, with the Ferrero in between.
As
whoever's
far away
shooting.
inside the Ferrero as you can.
Well, I would try to stay outside. 'Cause I feel like this ship's probably gonna blow up in like the next 10 seconds. So I would try to, like, if the ship's here, because like if looking at the map, they're down here. I would try to basically go around to like towards the back or the side, like somewhere in that area, and then bring them around that area, just in case,
So you want to pull him around the ship instead of inside the ship. Okay, fair enough. That takes care of your turn as you pull the lifeless carcass of Malone around the
He's
ship.
unconscious, medically unconscious. Okay, I'm the only doctor here.
Fair enough. Apparently lifeless carcass. Right, so that takes care of you, and now it's your crew who recovering from the explosion. Quickest to recover is Lannon, your Minbari warrior class, who pulls out his gun and shoots straight towards the enemy combatants. And somebody roll me 2d6, please. No, Noah, you do that. Because you are useless, so you take the role of your crew.
Alright, which one am I rolling?
2d6, please.
Can do.
Okay.
Nice.
Lannon takes his shot and he hits the big badass gun of the guy that shot down the fighter, and it goes just blows up in his face and engulfs him and the next guy in a small explosion, sending them both on the ground. And that's the two guys out for the count. So I'll just for the count for now, at least. There's a big boom. You don't know what their situation is, so I'll just mark them up as such. I need to really learn to use this quickly. Ah, did I lose? Yeah. Silly me. Okay. Now, then there's Miana, who's like, I'll say she is shell-shocked. Freya is screaming, "I know my Ferrero!" And hitting up the engage the engines buttons and ready to get the ship on the go. So that's happening, and I do believe that was all of you. Next round, Captain. You are down in cover, recovering from getting into cover, so that's your turn there. Not much you can do, but you are in cover. That's good. And next is the Centauri troopers, who are pouring out of the out of the building. They are. Well, I should actually move you guys closer to this ship. That seems much more reasonable. The only difference is this guy who went boom. Lannon was inside the ship all this long, and these guys move closer. These guys are inside a smokestack, so you don't know. There's more guys coming out. Actually, this many guys. So, next round of action is that they shoot at you. But there is no valid target, so no, they don't shoot at Ferrero. They do believe it's armored, so no, they don't waste the ammo. There's no clear targets, so they just position themselves better. Next round of actions is, I do believe, the players of Dr. Turner. Dr. Turner.
Miss first aid on Malone.
Yep.
That's all I can do.
This is fine.
Okay,
This is fine.
It'll be fine. I have my first aid kit, so
Yep.
that gives me a what, +1?
Roll me the double ones, please.
Really, really. But I get a +1 for having my first aid kit, correct?
Yeah, if your first aid kit is the +1 type, yes.
Yeah. Inventory. Yes, it is. Okay, that's what I wrote down. 16.
Okay, congratulations. That's 8 points of healing.
So 8 points to whichever stat is going to give you maximum, so you don't need surgery later.
That's dexterity.
Yeah, so I would give you, do 8. Maximum dexterity.
That's 5 points dexterity. Then you have 3 points left over. Is that endurance or strength you want to heal?
I think endurance may bring me back up to, well, you know, like it have 0 zeros, no zeros.
Yeah, that would
be a
mean
good
you
thing,
would
right?
be up.
All right, so 5 and 3, huh?
Doctor makes that call, not you.
Yep, I will put 5 in his dex, and that maxes him out, and then the rest into his endurance.
Yeah.
So that way it will keep you from needing surgery.
Yeah, just applying some stims and some good old gumption, I believe it's pronounced.
I'm hurt, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, doesn't look good. I just hear shooting. I don't know how many have come out the building yet.
Oh, fuck. Oh, heck, that hurt so badly.
Malone, roll me initiative, please. You come into the play next round.
Roll high, roll high, roll high.
I'm gonna try.
Congratulations.
Average.
You act at the same time as the Centauri.
Yay.
Yay. I'm back. Oh, it hurts.
I do remind you that escape is always an option. Now, I do believe it is the crew Lennon and decides that yes, it's time to shoot at more people. Oh, and why didn't they shoot back at Lennon? That's a good question. Why didn't they? He shoots anyway. Somebody roll. Well, Landis, you don't have anything to do now since you are unconscious. Roll me 2d6, please. Oh, wait. Never mind. He doesn't shoot. He runs out. He runs out of the back door.
Who runs out of the back door?
Lannon. He runs out of the back door. Right next to the guys who were behind tending to their wounds. Lannon just jumps out and over you and just runs away.
Brave Sir Lannon ran away.
Okay. I do believe now Miana is going to close the doorway that leads outside towards the entrance, just to stop them from shooting at her. And Fraser has managed to get the engines rolling, and the ship is getting ready to leave. Next in action order, I believe it's Whimsy. I mean, Captain Zadora.
The captain will charge down the ramp to try and recover his two co-share owners under fire. Drag them up the ramp.
Drag the poor Mr. Malone up there. Or which one?
Yep. Yeah. Malone first.
Malone first. Obviously. Yep. So Captain Zadora does the humanitarian thing to save his companion.
Thanks, Cap.
Do I need to roll like athletics or anything like that, or can we just roll that if I'm in like a powered combat suit, I can probably sort of grab a limb?
No, I'll just let you do that.
Okay.
And that means the next is Noah and the Centauri.
As I'm backing away, hand on this guy, gun on this one. I'm just gonna take wild
You
shots.
can't see
in the
anyone.
general
You're
direction.
behind this. You're behind the ship.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Perfect.
You were taken behind the ship where you can't see the enemy.
All right. In that case, I suppose I'll. Well, anybody else hurt? We back getting out of here or what? Yeah, as I'm being carried, I don't know what else to do. I can't shoot at anybody.
Yep.
Oh, smoke! Here, I'll give us some covering. This will help. This will make it harder for us to see. And I'll throw out some smoke grenade in the area to give us.
Over the ship and on the other side to cover your.
Yeah,
exit.
yeah. Defensive maneuver, smoke grenade.
I just have a question. I mean, this is ass, but with Noah's head up play, would he get a ping of Landis's lifeless corpse somewhere? With that whole friend and foe, whatever thing he said.
That's a good thing. You can do that on your turn. Look for him.
I'm just asking. I don't know if is that a thing he can do?
It is 100%. Everybody's pinged on my.
Okay. I didn't know
Okay,
if that
fair
was a
enough.
thing.
Use your mana action for that. So,
Good call.
Econ, and you get a boon for having the thingamabob.
All right, I'd love to do that. Let's do it. Because I did ask if where everybody else was.
That's a good point. You can do
I
that.
said, is everybody else okay? And then I take the look. Recon boon. There we go. Just hit enter. Oops, wrong window.
The boon actually makes it an 8th, and yes, you do spot a message of something gliding down from the heavens that has a friendly tag on it, and it's exactly where Lannon is going.
Really? From that?
Oh, shit.
It was like cartoon.
I think Landis ejected on time. I think he's safe. We're gonna have to get over there to him. Enter.
Yeah, the bad news is the distance between you and it are very in the clear of the Centauri with the guns.
Shit, he's gonna land. On the bad spot. Oh no.
How much do we like Landis right now?
Yeah, I didn't want to be the first to bring that up.
We don't leave a man behind.
We don't. I'm just throwing it out.
That's not a man, that's Landis.
He's not even,
Oh,
look, he's not even human.
Of course not. I'm a Centauri. Thanks for noticing.
okay.
Oh. Now, I do believe it's the turn of the century for Malone and the Centauri. So it was the Centauri who don't have anyone in their sight at the moment, as Ladon is still technically behind the ship, so they just proceed closer. Oh dear, that's never good, is it? I hope not. There's the smoke cloud, so they get near it. Right. I do believe it's now back to Captain. Oh, well, your crew. Well, your crew does things. What about Turner?
So Landis.
Landis is unconscious. He's not responding.
Oh no, has he fallen out the sky yet? Or he's still-
He has a parachute thingy going for him.
Okay, good.
It's a Centauri anti-gravitational field one-time deployment, so...
All right. So as we're moving towards inside the ship, but I will have seen that our dear captain has been slightly hurt, so I will administer first aid as we are heading inside. So just a lot of shots at one time.
Oh, that's some of the good morphine.
So that is 12. So that's 4 points you get to add to your stats.
Or recover.
Recover to your stats.
No adding over maximum. Nothing.
Would I do something like that?
Yes.
How dare you? I'm mortally offended.
You're one of my players. Of course you would.
I mean, but you do notice that Derek is limping and like his leg looks pretty. Yeah, he's hurt, but patience comes first.
Obviously, next in the line of order is Captain himself.
Myself?
Yes.
I was, Fraser, lift. We'll try and get Landis to land on the ship as he comes down. Go.
Yeah, head over to where Landon is at. He's going after Landis.
Is Lennon going after Landis?
Yeah, he was
Is he?
running towards him.
Okay.
So
That's what my
You're
blips
gonna-
say.
you're gonna leave him outside and go. Oh, well, I do believe those were the orders. Do you want to roll leadership to give boons out for any checks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll me a 2. Roll me a 2. Roll me a 2. Roll me a 2.
You know that the GM-player relationship is not meant to be adversarial. We're meant to be
Roll me a 2. Roll me a 2.
We should be creating a story
collaborative
together.
narrative here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's creative. We're creating our deaths together.
Well, there is a 2 there, but unfortunately that's a misstep. So that means I get to give you a bane when I please.
Oh God.
1 bane. Before Whimsy's next round, of course. So, yeah, this is what you get for assaulting a Centauri military base with weaponry. They shoot back.
Someone just had to get the fight.
Choices, consequences.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now,
It was too much.
now the question is, yeah, next round of actions goes to the Centauri and Malone. The Centauri obviously notice the ship is trying to leave, so they decide to open fire. Let's see how many of them make more damage than 10 to see if they do actually damage the ship. So, somebody actually roll me. What was Tromo's damage? Landers, you know the best. Roll me Tromo rifle damage
Oh, you're joking.
7 times, please.
How many times?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, to hit first. So there's
Yeah, how
1, 2,
many-
3,
how
4,
many
5,
shots?
6 Tromo rifles shooting.
We have a little bit of smoke cover.
Whoop. So that
that's
one's
a
not
miss.
hit. That might be a miss also.
That's a hit actually because your
Ah,
ship is big.
Oh yeah, big ship. Fair enough.
Oh,
That's
a
definitely
hit.
going to be a hit. That. Oh,
3 hits.
roll 20. You hate me. Why? I'm paying you money. Be nicer to me, please.
He knows you like the suffering. That's a miss.
Thank goodness. Right. Well then, how many times have I rolled now? Here.
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. 2 more.
2 more. Right.
That's a hit.
More hits, yeah.
That's a hit.
Man, big money there.
So 6.
That's even with the smoke cover.
Ooh, good point. Smoke cover. So the numbers of hits goes down to 3. I'll give you 2 less
I
because
did something good with smoke finally.
there's like 3 of them that can shoot past the smoke. So I'll make that 2 hits. So roll me 2 Tromo rifle damages, please.
What's the Tromo damage again? There.
You don't have
That's why
it?
he asked you. That's why he asked you.
I've got the Tromo pistol.
You have the pistol, so I suppose I'll dig it out. Home Depot. Up.
Oh, done. Yep. Sorry.
And personal gear. That's Tromo rifle is 5d6 plus 3.
Oh god.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, 56.
So
Just give me a
luckily
second,
the
I'm
damage is divided by 10. So
5, 6 plus 3. Bang. 22 for that one.
that's 2 points of damage for Ferraro.
21 for that one.
That's 2 more damage for Ferraro. So
Was it just 2 hits you said? There.
3.
Oh, one more then. This is what I'm just.
2 hits.
I was 2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
2 hits.
That's what I was asking because that.
So let's see. Every 10% of damage you take on Ferraro is another critical hit. There's the slight thingy that it only has 13 hit points and you already taken 2. So that's 2, 2, 2. You are at 6 by 13, so that means you take 3 critical hits.
Okay.
So, who wants to be the lucky bucket to do this roll?
I'll do it. I'll roll our misery this time.
So
Everybody
2d6.
has
Let's go 1 by 1.
So 2d6.
Yes.
12.
12! Computer system.
Oh, really? We're gonna crash?
All checks to use computers suffer a DM -2, so that's actually good for you.
Okay.
Second is 4. Fuel. Lose 1d6 tons of fuel per hour. So there's a leak in your fuel system. So unfortunately, well, Ferraro doesn't have a lot of fuel. You have an hour before it's out.
Okay. And this last one?
So
One more
probably the
thing.
1d6. Let's see how many you lose per hour.
1.
Yeah, 1d6.
1.
1 ton of fuel per hour, so I think you can manage to get to safety. Oh, hello, Kitty.
And then one more 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6, please. One more.
12 again.
The computer system, the computer rating is reduced by 1. So, yeah, Ferraro's computer system is pretty much all bad. It's not disabled, it's just working horribly. Luckily, you don't need a lot of that.
You know what? And this is where I roll 2d6. This is where I roll double sixes. This pisses me off. Not when I'm trying to kill people, when I'm trying to damage something. Okay.
Out of interest, what is double ones on the ship location?
Yeah,
gauge?
what is
Sensors.
Okay. Yeah. That
So
would have
maybe
been great.
So maybe the thing that you don't actually want to lose,
Okay.
potentially.
Yeah, the most common are hull,
Mhm.
maneuver drives, and armor.
Oh, so I technically did the best we could have gotten.
They hit some rather specific systems with their shots, but
Ones that we could probably work without. Okay, got it.
fair enough. Okay.
Damn it, we gotta avoid this fire. Who's flying this sucker?
Okay, so next is, I do believe, Noah is, by the way, in turn. Do you want to do something, or would you just hang on tight and try not to die?
Yeah, I don't think I have any actions to do at the moment. We're in the air, right?
Well, you're about to dust off, so...
Okay, yeah. I'll hang on. Yeah.
Okay,
Skip.
next is the crew's turn. There is the moment where the ship dusts off, gets into the air, and who wants to roll piloting check for Frasier?
Not me. I mean, I would roll a lot of double sixes, but not me right now.
I'll do it
Malone.
right now. I'm rolling all right, I suppose. Here, I'll take the hit. How many? Double sixes?
Double sixes.
Whoa, that was a bad thing.
Happened.
Oh! Fuck
I don't even need to give a pain for that one.
Wow.
me! Fuck me!
You went the
All
exact
right.
opposite of what I was.
This is fine, folks. This is fine.
Fine, we'll be
So
okay.
apparently the computer system malfunctions in a way that unenables the Ferraro to leave.
So he's like,
There's like, okay, getting ready to dust off. What's happening? The computers are failing.
okay.
Shit, divert powers to the engines, quick!
Okay, and Miana is on her way to fix the computer systems. Somebody who wants to roll me Miana's engineering, give me 2d6, please.
Oh, let me do this again.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Hang on. Please, let me do this again.
Okay. Go for it. Oh, 10. That's not bad.
Okay,
Alright.
the computer system has been fixed. Noah, who's holding on, do you want to do something now?
Yeah. Me that's holding on. I would like to immediately start working on repairs. I have some repair functionality.
Okay, fair enough.
Either power or patching up some holes that are smoking and catching on fire at the moment. Mechanics. That's what that's all I'm gonna do. Try to get something better going on here. Put out a couple of fires.
That's a useful skill to have, definitely. Yeah, roll me mechanics. Yeah, you did.
Got it.
Use that.
Number 9.
Yeah, you temporarily fix jury-rig the computers. Well, what was it? Oh,
The engines or something.
I don't know how you did it, but the fuel leak is temporarily disabled.
You got some chewing gum. Just put it all over the hose on the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a fire extinguisher. It's expanding foam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It puts out the fire and then expands the foam and then hardens, sealing up the gas leak that was there.
Yep. Okay. Then next in the round order is Captain.
Oh,
I never got to use that Bane. You never did.
I know you
Me,
didn't.
I didn't go.
I'm having some small computer issues here, so what I'll do is while I fix those, I'll be inspiring everybody with words of encouragement,
Good work! Good work! All of you!
minimal screaming.
I've been skipped.
Oh,
Derek is
you've been
supposed
skipped.
to-
Sorry, Derek.
You've been skipped.
Sorry. My bad.
That's great.
Derek, go first.
I do first aid on myself.
Okay,
That's
fair enough.
what I-
Do that. And then Captain can be inspiring. Go.
Holy shit.
So,
That's a good roll.
4. 2.
Are you getting the boon by any chance? Because that'll be better for you if you could.
Oh
get
yeah, now you get the Bane.
Ah, damn it! Just kept my mouth shut.
So a bane of.
So yeah, your Bane does nothing, so. And Whimsy's leadership gives him 6 boons to grant out during this round.
Yes.
I'm basically Oprah. Everyone gets a boon. 3 other PCs, 1 for Fraser, and then whatever 2 are narratively appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick those whenever you want, but I'll keep in mind that you give 1 for each of the PCs. Next is the round for the Noah. You know what the Centauri are going to do, or do you want to do anything
The
counterproductive?
Centauri are gonna fire at the ship, aren't they? I'm inside the ship. I can't fire back. The doors are the loading bays open or anything like that?
No, they're closed.
Everything's closed at the moment. I can't do anything. Do we still have the working drill thing?
Yeah, but it's pointed weirdly. It's not in
Yeah,
their
that's-
direction at the moment.
Yeah. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna give out some leadership stuff, tactics. All right, here's what I want you to do, Frasier. Ship is working again. Fly
Okay.
low,
Roll.
dodge, and move over there to move over towards Landis.
Roll me
Lando.
military tic-tacs. Let's see if that budges your crew above the Centauri.
I'm gonna naval tactics since we're military tactics. Let's do that.
Oh, yeah, naval tactics works awesomely fine at this point. Well, either way, just roll 1.
Oh, 11.
Well, you get to use your boon if you want to.
Oh
Ooh.
shit, the boon is amazing then. That would be a 5 and a 6, which would be a 12.
Yeah, that does budge your crew above and beyond the Centauri. Technically, you are acting at this round, but I don't give a toss. Your crew gets to work before the Centauri. Before the Centauri, not the full Centauri.
Yeah,
My
I got you.
bad. But yeah, Fraser gets to roll again her piloting check. This time, Landis, you're on.
Okay.
Rolled it good.
Oh, am I rolling 2d6 again here?
2d6 for 3d6 for Fraser. You get the better ones.
Well, 3d6. Okay.
3.
So,
Basically pre-rolling the boon.
damn.
So 5 plus something.
That is enough for takeoff. Fraser is good. It's not for nothing she spent her life flying ships.
And
So-
this is why we keep her.
Yes. Plus you get a +2 for flying inside atmosphere because of your wingamabobs. So, yeah, your ship takes off. And as far as grabbing a Landis goes, it's something you actually miss while getting out. You didn't roll high enough to make the trajectory so that you grab Landis under the roof. but you're in the air and enemies get a bane for shooting at you. So roll me 3d6 is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, please.
I will do it. I want to do it. All right.
Do it.
3d6.
3d6.
I'm doing this one at a time. Why? Because of tension.
Yes.
5.
Miss.
Computer Bane.
3.
3. Miss.
5.
Miss.
6.
6.
Hits.
Ugh.
Hits.
11. No, 10.
A hit.
So 5, 6,
Miss.
7,
Miss.
8.
Miss.
Oh,
Hits.
9.
3 hits.
Okay.
Roll me 5d6 plus 3.
5d6 plus 3.
3 times.
Okay. 5d6 plus 3. 3 times.
Damage.
1,
2 points.
2,
2 points.
3.
1 point. That means your ship has taken 11 out of 13 damage. And that also means, what does that, what's that in percentage? I actually need a calculator for this. 11 slash...
That's proper traveler. When you need a calculator for linear algebra,
That's
that's what real traveler is
84%,
all
so
about.
that means 3 more criticals, boys.
Okay, so who was real the criticals?
Let's give 1 for Malone, 1 for Landers, and 1 for Zadora.
Okay. Everybody
Kyber.
roll 2d6.
Everyone, roll 2d6, please. Not everyone. Turner doesn't get one.
Just those three. Yeah.
Just 2d6, you said. Okay.
2d6, yes, please.
Alright, I'm a 5.
I feel like 5 is like armor or something.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Which we don't have.
Yeah, we're going down. Every time we get out.
Apparently since you don't have an armor on this ship, that counts as a hull.
So 2 hull points.
It's actually 1d6 hull points.
Okay. So do I get to roll
But
that?
since they are minor weapons, I'm gonna give it 1 point each. So that means you get 1 more critical. Dr. Turner, it's your turn. Also, the 9 is a cargo, so you lose what little cargo you had.
Alright, 2d6. Let's go.
I would just love it if we just rain down all of the cargo onto them and it's just like small kinetic strikes. Whoever's just lying underground is just getting killed.
This is I
Which
rolled
would
an
be
11.
Doctor, you have to perform first aid on the ship.
Yeah, there's literal holes on your ship now, and the loot is just pouring out of the holes.
Look, just patch them up, man.
So, 11 is crew. Ooh. So, there's the 4 of you inside, plus there is the 2 NPCs, so...
There's only 3 of us inside, plus the 2 NPCs. Because Landis is in the ground. So
that's true. Landis is somewhere.
So we
3
say
plus,
lowest
so
gets
that's 1d6, so,
I'm gonna roll it, but everybody assign a number.
okay, so,
Six.
let's see, Zadora is 1, because he's the captain. Freza is the second most important person on the ship.
right now, yes.
Turner is number 3, Malone is number 4, and Biana is 5. 6
six
is
is reroll?
decided by GM.
Oh, okay.
3 is Dr. Turner.
Did you really? Okay,
You're standing in the wrong place, wrong time.
I'll take
What can
it.
I say?
What do I take?
You're dead.
2 points of damage.
Okay, it's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay.
That's I do believe armor affects that. So.
Oh, so no damage.
Oh.
You gotta take some damage.
I'm not exactly sure if that's ship damage or people damage.
I feel like if it's crew, then that means, like, technically in most things, if the crew
I just cannot imagine the kind of spalling effect, you
that means
know?
I get like I took some serious damage, so that means I should be like unconscious typically if a crew.
You had an
Yeah.
explosion, whatever you're staying by exploded, and your
Exactly.
temper
Yeah,
blinded or
that-
whatever. It's
Yeah,
one
well,
of those.
we'll rule that as regular damage, because this critical hit table doesn't tell you which damage type it is, because the difference is tenfold.
So
2 points of damage, which goes to your armor.
okay. So it's like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's some of the loot just blinks at you. Okay, so I do believe it's now the turn of the next round and all the crew. Okay,
So it's our turn again.
what?
So it's all of our turn again.
Yes,
I mean,
so we'll start with Zadora.
All right. So I'm just gonna commit first aid of myself since someone just blew up in my face.
Zadora does
No, you didn't
what
take
he
any
does
damage.
best, which is reassure people that it's not as bad as they think it is. So that will be another leadership role.
Another misinformation roll, I take.
Excuse me, this is the Ministry of Truth and Love.
Did Frasier and Miana take damage?
Yes, they did.
Then I would do first aid on Miana first. No, Frasier first because she's flying.
Freya is busy.
Give her a quick stim.
If you do first aid on her, she's not flying.
I can stick a needle in somebody without interrupting their.
You sure you
don't
wanna
touch him with the
put
blade.
I just do Miana since.
things into a pilot while she's piloting? Like, yeah, Miana is a lot more available.
It's like
for-
somebody sticking a needle in you while you're driving a car at 90 miles per hour.
I mean,
Or 100 and...
I'm just
20.
saying
I don't
from
know kilometers.
previous
I don't know how to do that.
military experience, you can do minor first aid to somebody while they're doing stuff. Just saying. But okay, Miana, here I go.
Yeah, the damage to these two is minor. It's all in their endurance, so they will survive.
I mean, I have nothing else. I literally have nothing else to
Yeah.
do but be a doctor.
Fair
Help me
enough.
with the- you could help me with the...
Just roll.
You
Also,
don't want me to help
ooh,
you.
you get a bane for this. You get a bane. Because Whimsy rolled badly.
Would I do something like that? How dare you?
Yes,
I
you
roll
would.
nothing but 12s.
You did give yourself a boon, by any chance.
Ooh, that's actually 4 less, so only 11. So she only heals 3 points.
3 points, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like giving you like medical advice over your shoulder.
Like, no, that is wrong.
Like, I
That
saw
is not
I
even
saw
a real
Stacey,
organ. That is not even a real organ.
Okay, right, and Malone?
Malone is doing exactly... I'm going around looking at all the damage on the ship. I still have the extinguisher, which just seems to be like expanding foam, and I'm just holding up all of the whole damage as much as I can.
You actually notice through the holes in the hull that on the outside there is a Minbari hanging on your ship.
Oh, mother... Wait, Minbari. Is that Landa?
Lanon?
Yeah.
Lanon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, in that case. Hang on, Lennon. We got you. Shit. What can I do? What can I do to help you?
You probably you probably could open one of the doorways while in flight.
Yeah, let's do that because we're gonna have to get land this. Anyways, rush over to the thing, smack onto the panel to.
How fast are we moving?
Pretty fast.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
So there's
Hang
this,
on, everybody. Hang on to something.
everyone roll me dexterity, please.
Oh, God.
Is this technically a decompression check?
No. I don't
No.
know. Stop giving
This
him
is-
ideas.
This is us not flying out the
You didn't.
freaking.
He didn't
plane
need to
check.
give me that idea.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Why? Stop.
An 8.
Yeah, look, he
Yes.
he doesn't need any help in terms of having bad stuff happen to us. You know, like
How the
he's
hell?
he's a top achiever on his own without any assistance.
Okay, so
I rolled natural sixes. Awesome.
yes, all 3 of them. I can't even help you with a bane. Anyway,
You already
so
gave me
it
one.
appears that your gracious leader loses his balance during this and starts sliding towards the doorway.
Are you trying to imply that I'm unbalanced?
Yes. Well, so, my apologies. I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm stating it outright.
Can we grab him?
Yeah.
What about Lennon? Because one of us has to grab him, and one of us has to try to help Lennon. So
Yeah. Right. Meanwhile, Freya needs a piloting check, but Malone is trying to grab a Minbari. So that's a strength check to get him in.
Oh, come on.
No, Turner, do you want to try and grab your gracious leader?
I mean, he did give his name. To solve a problem. No, I grab him. I try to grab him. So is that a strength
I'd
check?
rather do it with Dex. What strength it is.
So is that a strength check for me?
Yes.
Okay. It's 5.
So appears that not only is the weight of the Minbari pulling Malone outside, is that Dr. Turner fails to get a foothold and instead is sliding with Zadora towards the door, and now also Zadora is outside the door flailing.
I would say this is like the longest road to death I've ever had.
Yeah, seriously. I
This
mean,
is like this is
We're okay,
Final
guys.
Destination. Are we there yet?
the background.
Okay, right. Freya is doing maneuvers, trying to save Landis.
So 2d6?
Do d6, please. And she.
That's a 6.
Okay, good news. Landis just bursts in through that open doorway
Okay.
and hits the other side of the ship, making a dent into the paneling
Uh-huh.
with a loud clang. Miana is trying to help Zadora and Dr. Turner apparently. So somebody roll 2d6 for Miana, please.
Like, and she's a beast! Ah! I don't know. We'll see.
No, she isn't. She's part
We're
of
all
this.
sliding out.
It's all spiraling out of control. Okay.
Look, ones would just be like, yeah.
Right, so okay. Somebody call me 2d6 for Lennon's shake. Maybe.
Done.
Okay, apparently Lannon decides, oh, fine, just grabs the doorway and pushes himself and Noah inside.
The old one-armed chin-up.
Yes. Like, humans. And, well, let's see if you lose a Zadora. Zadora, please. The Centauri are out of this battle for now.
Would you just like me to roll a strength or a dexterity check to try and grab
Whichever
onto
ones
the
are
thing?
better.
Choose
They
which one is better for you.
Neither of them is good.
But you have to choose one.
Oh, goodness.
And that is, that doesn't save you.
With the boon?
He doesn't get any boons.
I haven't been able to leadership myself, unfortunately. I've been too busy trying not to fall out of an airplane. But
So, Whimsy is now. Sorry, not Whimsy. Zadora is now outside the doorway,
He's still holding us?
grasping on the, holding on to Dr. Turner only, flailing miserably in the airflow, or whatever little there is. Next is Dr. Turner, I believe.
You're putting me in a horrible position.
Yes, yes I am.
do you want to return the favor?
Why would I return the favor? What did you do for me? Oh, you mean killing you? No. I'm going to try to pull him in.
Oh wait, would you be able to get both of you safe by activating that panel that closes the bay doors?
I mean, I don't think I would be able to.
Probably not reach it since
Yeah,
you
I
guys
won't be able to reach it and keep holding him at the same time.
Yep.
You could do that.
That's what I plan to do. Yeah.
Double six, no whammies. Come on.
Luckily, I was able to first aid my strength. All right. Whew, come on. 12. Booyah!
Ooh!
Nice.
Ooh!
Double
That's
six.
a last minute savior there. You managed to pull Zadora inside. Malone punches the closed doors button, and you're safe. And you are going up towards Jacaranda with your limping Ferrero.
We got Landis too, right?
Yes,
This
Landis
is what I
is
say.
there.
This is what I say as I pull him in. I say, and that's what you're supposed to do when somebody is coming out of a cargo bay door.
I don't respond, man. I'm too busy curled up in a fetal ball
It's fine.
in the crying command position,
The
Yes.
ship rocks occasionally as a couple more gunfire hits us.
I do believe this is an excellent opportunity for a 5 to 10 minute break. So let's just make it 10 minutes and we'll be back from the break after that. So thanks for being here
Absolutely.
and see you in 10 minutes, boys and girls, if there's any.
So now they can do surgery.
Oh. No, not that one. Ah, this one. Yes, that's the right screen. At least I didn't disconnect this time. That's a bonus.
Yay, that's
But we should be back live now, everyone. Say hello to our favorite wounded cast of characters.
So Malone needs medical treatment, and you need surgery, and Chicago needs surgery. Okay.
Right. So the crew has limped back to the Jacaranda after this horrid and happening, and the Firoro has docked into the hangar bay, much to the dismay of all of the crew. The horrid state it is in. When you get out, you can actually notice that it's basically being held together by duct tape and paint. At this point, it's a wonder you made it that far through the atmosphere. And yes, what is your plan of action now? I do assume Doctor is taking just about everyone to the medical bay.
Let's get out of here quick. We gotta get out of here as soon as we can.
Can the ship is the ship equipped for orbital bombardment? Is it possible to take it in atmosphere and drop missiles on people?
You don't
I'm
have
gonna
missiles. That's the point.
We should go missiles.
Fire the turrets.
You could fire the turrets, but the turrets are pretty ineffective through the atmosphere from this distance. You would need to get inside the atmosphere and within like 10 kilometers to be effective.
And the Jacaranda not atmospheric.
Yeah, it's
is
going to
true.
be very, very difficult to do that.
My dreams of vengeance are dashed. So.
Yeah. My suggestion would for us to get the hell out of here and most likely go to some place that's, I guess, neutral space that Centauris don't go, but won't get us attacked by pirates every 5 minutes.
Okay.
Babylon 5?
I know I'm sick of Babylon 5.
And it's the closest neutral space where you would have some protection from pirates.
Can we see the star map? Is that an option?
Or we could head towards Narn.
Okay, yeah, let's non-space. I like non-space.
Narn's probably closer. Narn space. Maybe.
Let's see, your current location is somewhere in this region.
Basically, we don't even have star maps for Narn space, is what you're saying.
Well, Narn's like here, from what I remember.
Yeah, that would be correct. You don't have active star maps of non-space, so that does put a hinder in your plan. But you could
We have,
always navigate there and figure it out from that.
I mean, I'm sure they will be sympathetic with us, limping away after we, tried to kill a bunch of Centauri people.
The thing is, we could actually return.
Whimsy, can we show the audience the map too?
Oh yeah, that's
Who was streaming? Whimsy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
how long would it take to get to non-space versus Babylon 5?
about the same time. It's the difference is minimal.
there's a reason why I'm suggesting that.
Look,
We've been
this-
being
this-
around Babylon 5 all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it is the titular space station.
So if they're going to be chasing after us, they're more likely to be at Babylon 5 waiting for us.
I don't think so. I think that's where we're gonna be safer.
Well, anyway, Landis is unconscious, so he's.
So of course I can't say. I'm just saying.
well,
Someone
actually,
take him to
Dr.
this-
Turner, give me some rolls to see if you can bring him out, if you want to.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So, medical. I get +3 for my med bay, right?
I do believe it's +2.
+2. Okay. Big money, no women's. 13.
Yeah, I'll allow you to grant him consciousness, but he's taking damage to all 3 stats.
Okay.
So,
I'll just adjust the stats for Mr. Himself.
oh no.
So how badly hit am I?
Oh.
All right. Okay.
And that's
So,
full.
so basically, does that fill any of well, you get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get 5 points. Does that max out any of your stats?
Either strength or dexterity, but that's no longer first aid.
Well, no, that's the same thing with the surgery.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can choose one or either strength or dexterity, or you can up endurance to 5.
Well, the thing is that if we can max out at least one of his stats, then him and Malone can both take advantage of medical care.
Yeah, sure. You can max one stat. Strength or dexterity.
All right, so just for mechanical, so you guys can look at it. I don't know how many days we're going to be, but for medical care, you get 7 plus your endurance DM
Yikes.
a day to basically heal yourself.
Yeah, essentially wherever you go, you should be full up.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. That's the bonus of having an excellent doctor.
So after I patch him up, and he's laying there accomplished, I slap the shit off his unconscious body. Just, yeah, you deserve that. And then I just walk out of the med bay, kind of upset.
I'm just looking up at this here and I'm just going, I fucked this up. Is anyone else in the sick bay?
Probably Malone.
Is Malone conscious or is he unconscious?
Cautious. I mean, I've basically.
What's better for you? You want to monologue by yourself, or you want me to include being in there?
I mean, you both have bed rest.
I'm thinking of trying to make a call. Sorry. You can pretend to be. You can listen in if you want. There. No. I'm gonna try and see if I can get in contact with Morden.
Oh shit. I'm definitely unconscious. I'm definitely asleep right now at the moment.
Bad decision to worst decision.
So
I'm doing it.
So you open up the communications panel, dial up the number, and on the other side, there is indeed Mr. Morden with his sleek hair and his smile. Ah, Mr. Quarters, I was not expecting your call so soon. I'm still in the middle of arranging that thing you asked me for. It's been a bit complicated, but an interesting challenge.
I know it is.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a favor, and I will owe you big time.
Oh my. A favor? What do you want?
I'm going to give him I give him the coordinates there. There is a Centauri operation that's run by the Rifa family that is illegal, but I've run afoul of it.
I
and
see.
basically no one can survive the experience.
You would have
There's
me. You would want me to murder Centauri?
they're grave robbing. I was going to do the same, but this is a thing. A few things went tits up with what we were planning on doing. I wasn't expecting them to be there. But my family's not powerful enough to go. If the men on that world survive, they might come after my family.
Well, I do suppose, since you ask nicely, consider it done.
Thank you. I'm not even going to ask what the favor is. I will pay it back no matter what.
No. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to it when the time comes. Meanwhile, enjoy your recovery, I suppose? Recuperation?
Yeah. I'm just leaning back.
If you excuse me, I do have a meeting with Ambassador Molari.
Yeah. Of course.
And the
Thank you.
connection is lost. Now, the rest of you. Captain, what are the orders?
Okay. I'm on the bridge with the crew who were not on the Ferrara. Basically having a war meeting, which is good. Look, I need you to draw up charts for both Babylon 5 and for where we assume non-space to be.
For
And we should be
non-space?
expecting. Yeah, non-space. Look, it all went south down there, and we have pissed off some very powerful people. From what Landis told me before he was injured. So, hanging around here is not an option. We probably have an hour before we need to.
But non-space, Shadow asks with in incredulous voice. Dujar goes, yes, I don't believe your ship has very much credibility in non-space. No offense, but even if I'm on board, the two Centauri you have and your known association with Centauri is not exactly a glowing recommendation.
Right.
Do you mind explaining what it is that happened, sir?
Certainly. You know we were going after this archaeological dig, right? Okay. It turned out that a dark alliance of interests within the Centauri Republic and aspects of their military were already involved, and it all went south from there. So hanging around in Centauri space is
So wait.
not really a viable option currently.
So that
and,
there was a dig, a Centauri dig here, and there was no
Yes.
warning bio of it. That's an
No,
illegal
it
dig.
was a legal operation from what we could tell.
I think I can pull some favors and get you the protection of Centaurum. I do have a cousin in the Centaurum. I could try and get us protection from the House of Jado. But we would need to get to their space as quick as possible.
Yeah, okay. I will just check how Landis and Malone are doing, and start plotting their coordinates if you can. Don't make the call just yet. We can do it in flight.
Yes, I'll get you the coordinates. So, what do you do next, Captain? Well, while they are plotting the coordinates for Babylon 5 and the other.
I'm gonna go check on my lovely co-owners because
Which
I'm
one?
concerned for their welfare.
Well, the doctor has left the med bay, but the other two are still there.
Are they awake? and like functional human beings?
Well, as you
Or are they, like,
arrive
full
to
of
the
morphine?
med bay, you notice that Landis is directing his view from the local consul, barely sitting down in the medical gurney, looking pained but otherwise alive. Noah seems to be sleeping.
Okay. Landis, we're just plotting coordinates for non-space at the moment. You just need to tell me, how long can we linger in the Republic, or rather in the Empire, the Star Empire, before we need to leave?
They mentioned 24 hours before. I think there's going to be a ship here and within a day.
Okay, so we are we're heading off to the Narn Republic. Do you have any skeletons in your closet that might cause you to be seized by the Narn? You didn't sort of do chemical weapons research for live Narn prisoners or anything along those lines?
Thankfully, the occupation was over before I was even born.
Right, okay.
But the reason why I'm saying Narn was that dig was a legal operation. So
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
We're not going to be chased by the entire Centauri fleet, but ships that are, say, where the captains are bought for and paid for by certain family members that owe their loyalty to House Reefa
Right.
might be after us.
I'm following you, right? So the Republic it is. Excellent. I will go inform the crew and you rest up. Get better.
Basically, you're wanting to get to any place where they're not wanting to cause a scene.
Yeah.
So get us out of this backwater there, and let's get us somewhere public. The issue is like, my argument is, if they're already looking for us, they might look for places that they know we're associated with. So
Exactly. Yeah. So Babylon 5 is off the table for now. We need some space and we need some people who aren't going to fall to the Centauri. So you rest up. I'll go confirm it with the crew, and we can all have a shareholders meeting once everyone is recuperated. And yeah, I'll leave. For
just as
members, I'm sorry, my Zadora voice is not very consistent this morning.
it's just after Sidor's like leaving them and just going, I'm just like looking over to Imone's bed, and I'm just going, how much of this were you listening to?
You're muted.
Oh my god,
I think
He's
it's more
muted
better.
because he's asleep. He's asleep.
Yeah.
no, oh my god, he has no voice anymore.
Yeah, none of it. I'm still snoring.
Well, let's skip
I
the
got
let's skip
That's
the
up.
Zadora making his mind where he wants to go. There's the when he reaches the bridge, the options are the following. He can go to where Jado have control. There is a spaceport nearby that is run by Jado and is part of their territory. And the other option is to head for non-space. Obviously, Babylon 5 is our option as well. Or you can try and go to a bigger port where, like the Centauri Prime, where there's more than one family to keep the peace.
Right. Fleeing to House Jado would kind of do in Landis is standing, right? If he's seen to be under the protection of another Centauri family.
Pretty much, but he's deserved it, isn't it? Doesn't he?
I can play it out.
No, I'm gonna go. The nun. Look, we need to try our luck with the nuns. I want to go see non-space. So.
We want to go see North Space. That's where we're
I want to
visiting
go
next.
see non-space.
Let's do it.
I've been wanting to see it for a while, and yeah,
It's one of the reasons why I suggested that.
that's the decision.
Well, I do point out that you do have a favor from a non that could send you star maps for non-space.
Absolutely. Let's call him that favor.
So,
On the interstellar communicator.
yes, the interstellar communicators devices. As you are plotting your course, you call for Dominic on Earth. And, to your surprise, it takes about 5 minutes of convincing him, mainly just stating what you need, and another 5 minutes for the unzipping to happen when you receive the maps for non-space.
Can I point out that favor is all due to me? For very dubious reasons, though, of course.
Let me see, where's the... How do I remove fog of war again? That's reveal area. Doom. Doom. Doom.
Yeah, it looks like our ship's running Windows 95 at the moment.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
it
we
takes-
were running Space Windows XP, but the license expired. Gotta keep the operating costs low.
Microsoft's decided the bug to actually slow everything down just to force us to get the new one.
The Microsoft regime, let's not speak of them.
You're always getting the illegal pirated copies of it.
Let's show the map to the people again, and there we go. Now the Nan regime is visible to you. You have the address book for Nan. Which system do you set sail for?
Okay, I am just going to, out of character, of these star maps that we have, do they have any annotations, or is it, like, does it have information about the worlds? Failing that, I will consult with our...
You have to check Wikipedia for that.
Yeah, pretty much you have to check Wikipedia, you have basic information on those. Essentially, when you consult Dujar, he says, yeah, the only world with any real significance is Homeworld. The others are colonies of varying sizes. Homeworld is the center of the Nan regime and the homeworld for Nans. But the colonies may or may not be more welcoming to crews with Centauri on them, depending on who used to run them before the Centauri let them go.
Look, Degar, you know your people's history a lot better than I know your people's history. We would be the best shot within range for a jump.
I do believe Dashang is the best call. It was run by one of the more Cursors family, or one of the less hostile families of the Centauri Republic back in the day, so they may be more welcoming to Centauri, but I've never been there myself.
It's okay, we don't have that many options, thank you.
This is the
Let's put
closest
it on.
spot for us to go to right here.
Ardun is the closest non-space, yes.
Arr, set sail for Adrian, yar.
Right,
Yeah.
setting sail for Ardun, sir. Well, as you are discussing these options, there's a voice that goes, "Well, that is a rather boring option, isn't it?" And as you turn,
Do I recognize the voice?
vaguely, but as you turn to look towards the sound of the voice, there's a man clad in black robes, a bald head, and the meanest looking goatee you've seen. And I do believe you remember the name Technomage.
Yes.
Kane, I thought you fell after the Brotherhood of Nod died. Technomage. My God. Ah.
What was this?
You seem to have found yourself in quite the stir of late. My condolences. And the crew on the
Elric.
bridge goes,
I hold up my hand to restrain them. I would like to say it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to see you again. But it's certainly a surprise. What can we do for you? What do you want?
oh, well, that is an interesting question to ask. But you have amused me, your floundering about, and I do owe you for giving me a ride, so I was supposing I could save your bacon, so to say. Well, that is, if you agree to do a small favor for me, I could, perchance, make some things happen and guide you to your destination without incident.
What sort of favor might this be? I trust Astragat is here to plot a map to the star system. Unless you're suggesting that you might cause the incident.
No.
Fair enough,
Nothing so barbaric, obviously. But I'm just saying your navigational instruments are baby's toys compared to mine. I do have most of the known space at my disposal. Well, more than you know. But that would mean you would need to divert to Minbar for the time being.
Just a brief question. Minbar is in Minbari space. Are humans even allowed in Minbari space? We're not allowed in Minbari space, are we?
Sure.
No
we
one's
are.
allowed in Minbari space.
Yeah, well, technically there is a peace treaty. So
It's just going to be like the same reaction to Zantari being in Narn space.
the
just
human
gonna be-
being in Minbari space.
Exactly.
Aren't you wanted in Minbari space?
Yes.
Where is our Minbari? And what have you done? Have you?
No, well,
What have
I
you
do
done to him?
suppose he's in his quarters, but I do suppose you'll want to keep this from him.
I am not sure how the rest of us can keep the appearance of. Look, I don't even really know what you are, but
A technomage is the correct term. I
I'll
believe.
take a match. Should I ask why, or simply go along with this?
Ah, well.
I want to know.
As you say,
Is
I'm quite wanted, but your ship is not. And as you are part of the registration in Earth Alliance jurisdiction, whatever you humans want to call yourselves, you are free to travel within Minbar space as a trading vessel. So I just was wondering if you could give me a ride, and in exchange I will give you a heading to go for.
You will need to settle this with Anon, because I'm not going to keep something of this magnitude from my crew. And honestly, none of us are really in a situation where we can afford to piss off the Minbari. You saw what happened last time. It didn't go so
Oh.
well for her.
All you need to do is to be my taxi. That's it. Just take me to places. And I'll do my own thing, and you don't need to be in the know, and thus you won't be in
Okay,
any sort of
I'm
trouble.
gonna look at the rest of the crew of the bridge, because I can't order them to keep their mouths shut.
Yes, you can.
This is not normally a democratic institution. Normally, the co-owners get the vote, and we pay you. We like to think well for the skills. that you'll
Captain,
have.
make
This
some
is not- yeah.
decisions. Make some decisions.
Okay, look, we're going to Minbari space. Look, that's it. I am not going to have someone who's clearly so powerful and frustrate them on my ship. So, absolutely, I consider it a favor Odin offered. There we go.
I mean, the Minbar it is. I am so glad to see you have a sense of reason within you. I will have my navigational array at your disposal for the voyage. Oh. Is that a natural phenomenon on your face? And he's pointing at one of the Centauri, or Jado, more specifically, and Jado goes like, what? On my face? And when you turn to look back towards Technomage, he's gone. Sir, we're receiving some very intricately made data on astrogation, and it's giving us a heading.
Look, record as much of it as you can and dump it into like a separate data stream so we can analyze that. I'm sure it's very valuable.
Yes,
As far as I know,
this-
we don't have maps of Minbari space, so hold on to it, but
yes.
follow it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a jump coordinates to be had, and you take the jump, I take it?
Mhm.
As you are now in hyperspace for the while being. Meanwhile, it takes several days, and you all are more or less fully recovered from the incidents and can have staff meetings as you please.
Okay, yeah. There's absolutely a staff meeting with PowerPoints and stuff going, what the hell do we do now? Complete with small nibbles and stiff drinks.
Still sore.
Have another double whiskey. I'm not sure you're meant to mix it with your painkillers, but
Oh, no.
take care of that.
I take the alcohol from Malone and Landis and like,
That is a painkiller in its entire space.
technically you should still be in bed, so don't push it.
Yeah, I gotta move around. I can only sit for so long. I still got some of that gold stuck to my ass.
Oh, by the way, good news. Your crew managed to salvage some of the items inside the ship while they were making repairs to Ferraro to keep the duct tape operational. You have valuable materials equaling to 3d6.
Oh boy.
3d6 valuable materials.
So anywhere from 3 to 18. Awesome.
Rolling those 3d6.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Let's do it. I've been having amazing luck at this, so let's do this again.
Value of 3d6 what? Pennies, dollars, credit.
Hey!
That's
not bad.
12,000
That's
credits
okay.
worth of valuables. It's a pittance,
12,000
but it's something.
Probably a lot of it got scraped from my armor.
Yeah. That's pretty much just 12,000 credits worth of pieces of gold.
So I think we're still at a loss for this operation.
Oh yeah.
This was a bust.
The,
Let's run through this again.
fixing Ferraro alone is gonna be like 200,000.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's sit down, have a meeting, figure out what went wrong, what we need to do next time, and where do we go from here. We did not expect to meet up against literally the people that you said you were part of. You went with Rifa as your cover. Wow, that was bad luck. That was bad luck. It's probably my fault. We probably should have just shot him still to try to put him in jail, but I don't know, I just figured it was out of the way. We probably should have left with what money we had once we saw that the situation was FUBAR. Yeah. We got too greedy. Let's not do that again.
Landis is just he's not even at the table, he's in the corner, he's just, head's just hanging, and he's just listening.
At the steady rate of what our ship loan and mortgage costs alone, we have to get greedy to pay it off. Otherwise, we'll be in debt for the next 5 years. We need a big score.
Yes, but...
We need allies. We need money.
Yeah.
We need a lot of... I need another drink.
On that note...
No one died.
On that note, I think we probably met some new enemies. Landis, how do you feel about not going home for a while?
I think it's best that I don't go home for a while.
Doctor, I'm assuming you did awesome because we're all still alive. The last thing I remember was the Babel explosion, and then something with the ship, and after that I can't remember much.
Some very... it was all minor.
Okay, so somebody explain to me what exactly happened. What all?
Okay, they
How's
booby
that for
trapped
most
the
of us?
treasure. They booby trapped the treasure. And it exploded, damaged the ship. And we had to lift off and flee. In short, they were quicker than us. They were better armed than us. Yeah.
They definitely outnumbered us. How much damage for the Ferroro?
Oh, hundreds of thousands.
Yikes. Where are we heading to next?
Okay, we are heading to Minbari space.
What?
Now, before you all spit your drinks, you know the gentleman that Lennon attempted to capture previously? He somehow managed to apparate onto my bridge.
Wait, the space wizard?
He was our head.
I have no idea how he got there. He just appeared on the bridge. He said, "Look, I'll give you some navigational, and in exchange, we just have to taxi him." I'm not going to argue at that stage with someone who can just. I don't even have words for it.
Sidor,
But that's what we're doing.
you know that 50-ton hitchhiker we had that we discovered evidence of, and that was just it when we did that EVA?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
It was him.
Oh, of course. Dang it.
It's the only thing that makes sense. They appear out of nowhere, but they still had to be there. They can't teleport.
I don't know what he can do. He's some sort of space wizard. He could be a Jedi for all I know.
It's technology, that's it.
Anyway,
It's just
we're
there.
doing what he asked.
Yeah.
Alright, well, for the time being, he doesn't seem hostile to us, and I don't feel like making him hostile to us. In our position, we're in a position of weakness. Should we agree that we do not let Lennon know? Wait, would it even be is it gonna be a bad idea even having the Minbari find out that he's with us? We don't even know.
I don't know what
We
they're
have no
thinking.
idea. I forgot this conversation even happened. Alright, so we get to Minbari, we lick our wounds, we'll go from there.
And at least the one thing I'll be confident about, no way Reefer's going to send a warship into Minbari space.
That's true. Oh man, they hit us really hard. You guys got some nice advanced weaponry there, Landis.
Yeah, and I'm hoping the fact that they lost some of that equipment is going to be the thing that stops them from reporting it.
Shit. How much do you think we lost? I mean, that was a huge score.
Oh, we lost a huge score, but they still going to have to try and hide the fact that they lost a fighter and a SAM site.
Millions, on millions, on millions. My guess.
To be fair, the equipment that they lost might, if they're lucky, the archaeological dig offsets the equipment they lost. That's
Now they
maybe
got nothing to show for it, and that's on us. So they're gonna be pretty pissed at us too. So we better watch our back from now on.
because that fighter they blew out of the sky is one of the most advanced fighters that we produce. It's no shuttle.
All right. Well, how many more days till we get to Minbari space?
Worcester? Another day. Narrative time has passed. Another day. We'll be emerging in Minbari space in 18 hours.
All right. Anything else we're gonna discuss? Cause I'd like to go lay down for a while longer. I'm still have a shoulder still off.
Oh, you can. Right, put your arm around me. I'll.
No, it's all good. I could walk.
Sure.
It's just I can't move it very well right now.
Well, for the person who actually needs to keep track of days for medical reasons, how long have we been traveling?
Yeah.
5 days so far.
Alright, I don't. So. Where's the medical page? Son?
For
Healing.
We can
what's your endurance deal?
Endurance DM. Hold on. Give me a second.
What's your endurance DM?
My endurance is. Well, the total pool's at 6. There.
So if he was
You don't have,
zero,
so you don't have a, so you have a 0, right?
That's minus
So-
3.
Oh, my mod. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, your mod.
It's -3.
-3?
Yeah. At the moment, because it's 10 to nothing.
So you get 4 points a day. So 20.
That should
But it's
get
7
you back to
plus.
full.
Yeah. From points
Yeah.
away.
20 full. So, yeah,
You,
it's
you
7
all
plus.
should be full because of this magnificent, awesome physician you have.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a really high medical skill, because if not.
You're literally you're saving all our butts right now.
'Cause I'm trying to see. I'm trying to think.
So I'm guessing that's why you would want to try and heal endurance up first, so you don't have that negative.
Well, no, yeah. Well, the biggest thing is that if you have at least one status full when I do my first aid or my surgery, you can take medical care as normal. If you don't, then you do not benefit from medical care. So it actually takes you longer to heal.
Because I think you were saying that you corrected me for dexterity.
Yeah, this doesn't get you to only 2 stats, which then you do everything should go back. Okay, 'cause I can't remember the day, but it hasn't been more than a month since Malone's last shot, has it?
No, it's been like
Yeah, it's
a
showing
couple
me like
weeks.
Yeah.
By the way, I checked the medical records, aka the documentary on Babylon 5, and it's weekly shots.
okay.
Mm.
All right. But you said I got enough for a few months.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So I give him his weekly shot when he comes to midday. And
keeps the rabies away.
Yeah.
I also do medical scans on his
Brain pattern.
brain patterns.
Mm.
Any of that, and then 2, I'll ask Malone. I would ask you, have you been experiencing like adverse side effects? Depression, nausea,
Doc,
diarrhea.
I've been having weird dreams, and honestly, my whole body hurts right now. The only closest thing that I could recall is when we were on Planetside before the explosion. I saw a warning. That was it. A sense of impending doom. Other than that, it's just dreams, uneasy sleeping. I can't quite recall. A lot of spiders in my dreams. I don't know what that means.
So, because I, been doing scans of him as we've been doing this process. Theoretically, that part of his brain where psychic potential should be less active.
Yep.
Does it look less active, or does it look like it's steadily growing or strumming around?
Well, the part of the brain looks like less active, but it seems larger than in the previous picture.
It's not a tumor.
Would you be okay with a lobotomy? No, bad doctor joke. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. If this gets, listen, Doc, if this gets out of your league, we'll have that conversation. You let me know, and we'll have that conversation about bringing in, you know who. We don't want to talk.
I don't like that. I would prefer not to have that conversation. Because odds are, if we bring in who, then you would probably go away. And more or less probably never be seen again, since I feel like people getting psychic powers from nowhere would be something somebody wouldn't want to experiment on.
Right now, we got it in check. We'll see how this goes, all right?
Is it really in check, though, if you're seeing flashes of clairvoyance?
It saved our lives, Doc. That's all I know. Maybe I should stop looking at this as a bad thing. I don't know. Let me get better first, and we'll evaluate again in a week from now, okay? But as always,
Okay.
you're the doc. You know best. I'm just some dumbass jock who likes to shoot stuff.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Shot's good.
All right.
Let's get back out there.
Okay. So as soon as he goes away, is there anybody I could contact to see if they have like a trustworthy person in Psycor that I could talk to?
Trustworthy person
in
Psycor.
Like someone who would be like, like someone I could talk to, talk to, and they wouldn't be like, hey, send the fleet, or hey, whatever. They would likely be like, hey, this is bad. We need to see this person ASAP if that's their answer. But somebody I could converse with medically.
I got a name for you.
Alfred Beste?
No.
Well, I need somebody who's preferably has some type of medical background when it comes to telepaths.
Stephen, the doc from Babylon 5 might. I don't know.
Well, you
I'm not
could
stalking.
call me education.
I think you're jumping the season ahead, mate.
So just straight education.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, it's not that bad. My education's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm thinking Jason Ironheart, but that's my vote.
Oh, Jason is long gone beyond the rim.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was the
All right.
first. That's first season, mate.
Yeah. He's ascended. That is an 11.
Well, as you think about it, you don't come up with any names that work inside Psycho, but you do recall a few medical researchers that have been researching the psionic abilities on a medical level that are not part of the Psycho. However, yeah, nothing there.
All right. Well, I will type up missives to these individuals, with no scans, but like basically like erasing the names or however you would do that, and in the distant future, and basically say, hey, I am
Subject X.
yeah, basically subject X seems to be showing latent psychic potential where there was none, and I will give him, basically his scans previously and now, seeking assistance and medical recommendations. How to, if possible, how to safely excise portion of brain and still leave subject competent and able to.
Right. You send this information forward, but you do notice something odd. Your mailbox says message pending, unable to deliver.
Why?
As you research into it, you notice that you don't seem to have connection to the interstellar grid.
The Minbari have their own internet.
They haven't given us their Wi-Fi password.
Ask nicely. Ask nicely.
Wait, it's open arms. Because that's how they
Swordfish.
greet you. Open,
And this is, and I can assume this happened as soon as we entered Minbari space.
Oh, well, you are unsure when that happened, but yeah, there's no access to it.
I mean, because I'm just
Could be
assuming
being
it took.
blocked. We don't know.
I'm saying because we've been out for 5 days, and I mean, yes, out of character. I know Landis was able to send a message, but I'm just saying.
So,
I would say like normal, like hey, communications between
Yeah, as you check
individuals.
your backlogs, you haven't received a new message within the last 5 days.
Just pausing for a second. Frog scanner, whose echo's getting bad?
No, probably mine. It's
Probably your speakers.
yeah, I'm the only one using echo here, so maybe.
Okay. Who in the ship would I call to check this out? Who's the person?
Oh, and engineering girl or engineering boy. What's his name?
Miana?
Miana?
Or Miana? I want to talk to her.
She's electronics.
Okay, fine. I would contact Miana. Like, Miana, there seems to be something wrong with the messages going out on the interstellar grid. Could you take a look at that?
Fine, I suppose.
Thank you. It's very important. I need to send the message out as soon as possible.
Let me just reset the Wi-Fi or something.
We said some Wi-Fi. That's what we still call it. Wi-Fi. We'll go forever.
So there's a few moments and then wait, this is not how it's supposed to go. We're all operational. There seems to be nothing wrong on our end. It's like the grid isn't there.
Wait a minute. Fucking techno mage.
We're like, damn it, I can't get a signal. I can't get a signal. Hold on. Move it around the guys.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. He may be listening. I go over just like, open channel. I'll be like, Mr. Techno Mage, if you are out there somewhere, can you please come to the medbay? The ship knows.
Lannon doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
That's fine.
He's fucking with medical issues.
If there is a response, you can't hear it.
Oh, this is a good. Maybe he knows something about what to do about this bullshit.
I'm assuming he's doing it so no one knows that he's on the ship. You can't send out messages. So whatever. Oh, whatever. We'll see. Okay. I guess I'll just walk around pissed, debating on if I'm gonna give Malone a lobotomy.
Wait a second.
Right.
All right.
Wait a minute, but that is a question. I mean, because you see, because there is medical precedence that you can, alter functions of the brain, and basically the brain will compensate. So can I just, not like immediate result, but I would like to say I am researching that.
Doc, if you want to drill my brain, that's.
I'm gonna do research first. I'm not gonna just
Surely that's a third date thing first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you tell me. As the impression I get right now, Malone does not
Research.
like a potential.
Research first. Roll for research.
I'm a researcher. I feel like Malone doesn't want anything to do with telepathy. So I will look at the best way in order to give him back the life that he chooses to have.
You gotta remove the frontal lobe.
That's some weird
do that.
like a chick wants to give it up.
The intercom opens up and goes, can I have everyone on the bridge, please? There's Jaddo's voice, and it's a bit trembly.
And
Get up from bed. Go over there. Start heading over there. Arrive probably when everybody else arrives.
I do Naruto Super Ninja stealth run.
I'm just like lumping a wee bit.
And that's the when you get there, it's like we are receiving orders to jump now, and we are nowhere near Minbar. This seems to be like open space.
Who's heading us?
He is. Sir?
The guest. This is the drop-off spot for the guest.
Okay, right, yeah. Do it.
Yep. The hyperspace portal opens up. You re-emerge, and in front of you, as you re-emerge, the normal space is a Minbari war cruiser. Just sitting in open view, like right over there, filling up the entire view from the gallery.
Oh, shit.
Long, tall Minbari warship. Let me see.
We're in a yacht that's been refitted to look, well, a super yacht.
And and as soon as it seems to notice you, it starts pivoting towards you.
Shields up. Shields up. Get engines hot. Get ready to jump again.
Okay.
Captain, what's your
We're
orders?
We're faster.
Jump if we can.
There's
How long will
a
it take?
communique coming through in Interlac.
Accept.
This is Charlene. Please identify yourself.
What is our what did we name our ship?
Jacaranda.
Jacaranda.
This is the Earth Alliance Jacaranda. Acknowledged.
This is restricted Minbari space. Your presence here is intolerable. Please prepare to be boarded.
I mean,
Acknowledged. And I guess I cut the intercom. How soon can we jump?
I think we're out of fuel for the jump.
Captain,
Okay.
I think if we start to jump, they might fire at us.
Yeah.
I suggest
me
we
too.
just let them. We've done nothing wrong. We came here on a plan. We're seeking asylum. Chill. Everybody be chill.
we have
Yes,
nothing
that's a
to
good point. You are out of fuel for jumps.
Okay. Everyone relax. We'll
Yeah.
be here in 5 to 10 minutes. Any contraband that you may have, use it or jettison. I don't think the Minbari will care. I'm gonna have a drink.
I mean, you think
I'll be at the airlock to welcome them.
do not let them check our ship computers.
Lennon, we're gonna need you up here on the bridge ASAP. Please report to the bridge.
Okay? Do not let them check our ship computers.
Yep. Yes. You notice that the Minbari ship is sending out a small Minbari shuttle out.
Is it doing that thing where it opened up all the weapons and it's exposing them to us?
Yes.
Nice.
All the weapon ports are open, and you also receive weapon locks.
So we run this bucket.
Yeah,
No,
your
no,
system is
no,
going
no.
wild with
What a joke.
different weapon locks being enabled on your ship, and it's like oopsies.
We tried that during the war and it didn't work out too well. So
Yeah, because you fired, you idiots. That's why.
Yeah, I think it's standard practice to do the same, Captain.
you want us to lock weapons on the Minbari ship over there?
Just like
Yes,
open the
no.
gun ports is all. That's all I think.
Just acknowledge.
Okay. Do it.
This is the point where Lennon shows up on the bridge, and he stops when he sees the ship on the other side and goes,
Well, we're gonna need your cultural expertise here. We've been stopped by a Minbari warship, and they're about to board us. You're not wanted in Minbari space, are you?
"No, I am not.
Excellent.
However, I do not recommend fighting them. You are in no shape to fight that at all."
Boy,
Look, you lead the cultural dialogue, because the rest of us, our experience, our experience with Minbari is limited to yourself, so we'll be relying on your lead here.
I suggest you do whatever they wish you to do.
Right.
Captain, I think you're gonna have to be the guy that talks.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why
I just don't want to.
I do have a
I just don't
question.
want to. I don't want to make a cultural faux pas.
My apologies, Captain. I do have a question. Did they introduce themselves? Which ship
Yeah,
is it?
absolutely. They hailed us from the ship.
I think they mentioned their name was Sherry or Sheridan.
Charlene?
Shallan?
The first one?
Look, play back the
And-
audio
and-
from the...
Lannon goes pale.
That's not.
Okay,
Hold on.
that's not a good
And this is
sign.
an excellent point to end the session.
Oh crap, I just told him we walked circle.
Out of the fire into the
Oh,
frying
these
pan.
motherfuckers like
Into the
want to
furnace.
start a
I like
war.
that. I like it.
So, a turn to
Yeah.
go to post game chat. How did you find this session? Any public comments to give?
You double raised us there. We were gonna raise the stakes with the Nan regime. You're like, how about the Minbari? All right,
Why
Mistakes were
not?
made.
why not?
Mistakes were made.
Nah.
I feel like we came out of it.
I am also surprised this bunch is still alive. I was like this close to killing them.
To killing who?
All
You!
Yeah. I'm surprised we are. Well, I don't know
surprised
what
we're
happened.
I thought we were actually going to do an introduction to all our audience, how the actual character creation goes.
Yeah. It's cut forward 6 months. The crew of blah blah blah. You know.
Oh.
The
Jacaranda
prologue
did not survive. I mean, oops.
It just turns out it's like it would actually be like, you know, could you imagine somehow something happened to the Jacaranda, we died, but it's like the next crew we actually find, you know, we're tasked with trying to find traces of what's happened, and we then uncover something from it.
Yeah.
I'm all right with us losing all that loot. We went to, like I said, I think we went too far. We should have cut our losses and ran.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Greeter's good. Greeter's good.
I mean, you know,
All
but, you
Wall
know,
Street stuff.
some of us
I'm
had,
glad
you know,
we
that bravado.
survived. I'm glad we survived. It was stressful. I could not fire back, so I'm like, I have no idea what to do. Let's just. I think that my favorite part was opening the hatch bay and having all of us almost
Got
fall
screwed
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I did not roll double sixes, I was going to
You
just let you go.
Thank you for saving me. I appreciate
Like,
it.
ah! And you like roll double sixes, and that's what I rolled. I was like, oh. Ah.
Thanks,
I
Blinky.
use my
I thought you
first-
might like the background.
Yeah, that's cool. But but it's kind of an opportune moment because that picture's from like 12 seconds before something happens to it.
No, it's not. You can see the Babylon 5 on the behind.
Oh no, so yeah, so we're talking about a couple of weeks before that. Sorry, so. So that's actually the season one. That's season one then.
Yep, that's season 1 picture.
Yeah. Good point. I didn't even
That's,
notice.
I do
Babylon
believe
5.
that's a fan composition. It's never been shown in the series.
That is correct.
They actually do skip the whole presidential visit. They don't show that on screen, which is kind of annoying. You have the president visiting, and that's not an episode. Ah!
I mean, he dies anyway.
It
So.
was unimportant. It did not move the plot along. It was just a plot device. That's the motivation, or the MacGuffin.
Him blowing up, that moved the story.
That was the MacGuffin. Let's see some comments from the chat. They're surprised we're alive. Yeah. Wooster, how did you feel about that? Killing us. So getting close to. How hard did you try?
I tried my hardest, but even with all your fuck-ups, you managed to survive.
Oh, there's a plan at work. It's deep in detail.
Smoke screen, good. Landis' ship blowing up. That was bad.
Yeah, I
Could've
didn't
really-
expect that to happen on the first shot, but it did.
No.
The Centauri fighters are made to be agile, not durable. If it was a Drazi fighter, it might have survived that.
Yeah, because Strazis can't dodge for crap, so they're built to take the hit.
Sorry.
Norm.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
The the Narn use like Drafi heavy fighters, so you get easily mixed.
Basically, the Narn put a tank in space.
Wooster, have you got a good cliffhanger planned for season 1, episode 22, season finale? No, I do not yet. We will have to see in a few. We will have to see in a week.
Hopefully, it's not us somehow being on the Shaolin when it comes into the storyline in Babylon 5.
Do not ruin it for me. I have not seen Babylon 5.
Nor do you
Yeah.
plan to. You just plan the
Exactly.
universe.
Exactly. I plan to flail
maybe
about
my head
Negron
blows
as
up.
I do in my day-to-day life. I will make it more realistic that way.
Crew loses the ship again. No, let's not do that.
That was expensive.
I will give you so much that Charlene is not actually one of the named ships of the Minbari that is known to the general audience. It's actually Charlene is what they use as a designation for the ship type. So, as Lanon mentioned, the first one, it's the prototype Charlene class war cruiser. So
You're telling me we've stumbled across a secretive military prototype. I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
yep.
Well, this is interesting that we have is his name Elric, the space wizard, techno mage?
Well, Elric is a space wizard that is in the series. This, however, is not.
This is space
that.
was an actual thing. Ah.
The space wizards are actual thing. Techno mages are a thing in this universe.
Yeah.
There's a few named ones.
I can't. I think I wrote it down. I just can't find in my notes that we wrote down his original name.
I thought it wasn't it something like Kenar?
It doesn't matter. We'll find out
Because
later.
the one that you mentioned is the one you've included is actually from the books, isn't it? You said.
I am not commenting on anything at this point.
Anyways, you all have fun. I think we all had a pretty good moment.
Oh, I do believe this was fun. I could have been. I could have been cooler.
Oh no, you didn't need to be crueler. I just dug myself in even deeper myself. You don't have to do a thing.
I do hope you didn't consider me unfair at any point.
Nah. I don't know. I think the explosion taking me out of that combat was kick-ass. I did like protecting most of Turner with it.
To be honest,
I think we
you
got Turner
were-
for MVP. He saved everyone, every other PC this episode.
To be honest with you, I feel like you're being a little easy on us. To be honest with you.
Me? Easy on you? How
Yeah,
dare you?
I mean, I'm not complaining, but
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been more time and conscious for some of us.
Yes,
We're down 2 players.
I wasn't holding back my punches there, because they did want to get Ferrara intact if they could, but once it started fleeing, they started shooting at it in hopes of downing it. However, they had bad luck at hitting it, thanks to Smokescreen. That was a good call.
Finally, the chat was like, "Smokescreen, why? That never works." I'm like, "It's got to work once. Come on."
Yeah. It's all gone. It's all gone badly wrong previously, but this time around it paid off. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone and get myself some breakfast. I'm
You do
fading
that.
away here.
You do that. I'm gonna go get myself some night snacks soon, and thanks for being here.
Yep.
I suppose we should call this session a final. Any last comments or desires from the audience. If not, we'll see you next week in the season finale.
Yep.
Of the season 1.
Oh boy.
We'll see how it goes. But until that, goodbye. Stay safe.
Yep.
Bonus
Nachos.
nachos, everybody. Bonus nachos.